Pilgrimage through the wisdom of nature. Find a position that brings you comfort. And if you'd like, allow your eyes to gently close or just have a soft gaze. Take a slow, deep breath in. Exhale and release. Again, breathing in deeply and exhaling completely. With each breath, allowing yourself to arrive more fully in this moment. Take a moment to feel the support beneath you. Allow it to hold you. Noticing the gentle rhythm of your breath. Slowly settling into the present moment. Imagine roots extending from the base of your spine and the soles of your feet deep into the earth. With each exhale, release tension down into the earth, letting go. With each inhale, draw up steadiness, grounding, peace. Knowing that you are safe, you are supported. Connecting to the center of the earth, to the core. Your center and the earth's center are one. You are exactly where you need to be, in line with the rhythm of nature. Ahead of you appears a beautiful path winding through a vibrant natural landscape. You will walk this sacred path guided by 8 wise teachers. Each offers a message, each revealing a part of your own inner wisdom. When you begin walking, take your time. Each step touching the earth. Slowly, feeling the earth beneath your feet. And as you walk, notice the rhythm of nature all around you. The steady pulse of the earth beneath your feet. The gentle sway of grasses moving with the breeze. The songs of distant birds carried upon the wind. The warmth of the sunlight filtering through the leaves overhead. Everything around you moving in its own natural rhythm. Nothing rushes, nothing forces. Everything unfolding in its own perfect time. With each step, you feel yourself entering into that sacred rhythm. The rhythm that exists within all things. The rhythm of the earth turning. The rhythm of the seasons changing. The rhythm of tides rising and falling. The rhythm of your breath moving in and out. The rhythm of energy flowing through all living things. Allow yourself now to soften into that rhythm. The rhythm of your own breath, of your own heartbeat, of your steps. You are part of this living landscape, no longer separate from nature, connected to it, supported by it, moving with it, listening, trusting. Nature awakening around you. As you walk, shafts of sunlight dance through the air, and a flash of brilliant color catches your eye. A glimmer of emerald and ruby dancing among wildflowers. A rapid beating of wings, a spark of life and determination. The first guide has arrived. The hummingbird awaits, tiny, radiant, alive with energy, hovering effortlessly before you. Notice its speed, its focus, its determination. Though small, it possesses extraordinary strength. The hummingbird speaks. Do not underestimate your power. The smallest actions often create the greatest change. Your enthusiasm is your engine. Your intention matters. Take a moment now to consider, what is calling for my energy right now? What dream, purpose, healing, or desire wishes to be nourished? Whatever comes up is what's right for you in this moment. Place this intention gently into your heart. Imagine it glowing there. The hummingbird circles around you, sprinkling tiny sparks of courage and determination, and leaving a trail of shimmering light in the air. As you watch its tiny form disappear among the wildflowers, you feel your senses becoming sharper, more awake, more aware. The path beneath your feet seems brighter now. Every detail catching your attention. The rustling grass, the scent of the earth, the sunlight dancing across the path. You are ready to continue. The path leads you into a meadow. The grasses sway softly in the breeze. And there, moving quietly among the grasses, another guide appears. Near your feet, a small mouse emerges. The mouse pauses and looks up at you, calm, observant, and present. The mouse speaks. Slow down. There are gifts everywhere. There are opportunities hidden in ordinary moments. There is beauty all around you. Before you can move forward, you must recognize the gifts, the opportunities, and the blessings already present around you. Allow yourself to look around this inner landscape, noticing what you may have missed before. A flower, a stone, a feather, a ray of sunlight, a memory, a blessing in disguise. Consider now the gifts that already exist in your life. Ask yourself, what am I grateful for today? The mouse nods at a basket and invites you to take that basket before disappearing into the grasses. You spend a few moments gathering your blessings and placing them into that basket. As you place the final blessing into your basket, you notice something unexpected. The basket feels lighter rather than heavier. Gratitude has a way of doing that. Your heart feels more spacious, more open. As you continue on your journey, a distant sound reaches your ears. It's the gentle laughter of water dancing over stones. You're curious, so you follow the sound until the meadow gives way to a sparkling river. This river winds through the landscape, moving with an effortless grace, reflecting the sky above. You find yourself mesmerized by its movement. Every ripple seems to whisper a reminder. Keep flowing. Keep trusting. Continue to move forward. The river invites you to lighten your load and simply be present in this moment. As your heart grows lighter, the energy around you begins to change. What moments ago felt peaceful now feels playful. Bubbles dance across the surface. Water splashes unexpectedly. Laughter seems to echo from somewhere nearby. And then, with a delightful leap from the river, your next guide reveals itself. An otter emerges, flowing effortlessly on the current, playful, light-hearted, and free. The otter splashes and rolls in the water, inviting you to smile, maybe even to laugh. The otter speaks. Joy is not a reward. Joy is nourishment. Play is not a distraction. Play is medicine. Imagine stepping into the river. The water feels refreshing, alive. Any heaviness begins to dissolve. You float for a moment beside the otter. Notice the places in your life where joy wishes to return. And take a moment to consider, what brings lightness to my heart? What have I forgotten to enjoy? What deserves celebration? Allow yourself to play and feel delight in this water, even if only for this moment. The river carries away stress and seriousness, leaving room for wonder. As you float beside the otter, laughter and delight continue to ripple through your being. For a time, there is nothing to do but enjoy this moment. There's nothing to accomplish, nothing to fix. Focus only on this experience of feeling fully alive. Gradually, the playful current begins to slow. The river widens. The splashing softens. The water becomes calm and glass-like. The otter offers one final playful spin before drifting downstream, disappearing around a bend in the river. You step out of the water and onto the shoreline. The landscape here grows quiet, more spacious, more reflective. The flowing river opens into a peaceful lake. The surface is perfectly still. It mirrors the sky above. At the water's edge stands a graceful figure, motionless and serene. Your next guide has been waiting patiently. The heron, still, balanced, elegant. He gazes at you with deep understanding. The heron speaks. Treat yourself with gentleness. Honor your needs. Care for yourself as you would someone you deeply love. This is your invitation to pause. to rest, to listen. Take a moment to consider now, what part of me needs care? What part of me needs compassion? What would kindness toward myself look like right now? Imagine a warm light flowing down from the heavens and reflecting off the lake, surrounding you, flowing through your body, through every cell, through every emotion, through every thought. A healing light that is filled with divine love. Know that you are worthy of your own love. You are worthy of your own tenderness. Allow yourself to receive. A gentle sense of peace begins to settle throughout your body, your heart, your mind, allowing you to feel more connected to yourself, more forgiving, more accepting. You feel whole. The heron remains still for a moment and then slowly spreads its wings. With effortless grace, it glides across the lake. It lands near a quiet pond surrounded by reeds and lily pads. Feeling called forward, you follow it. And as you walk, you notice how self-compassion creates space. Space to breathe, space to heal, space to change. You arrive at the edge of the pond. The air here feels alive with possibility. The water reflects not only who you are, but who you are becoming. A soft splash draws your attention. Resting upon a lily pad is your next teacher. The frog sits waiting, looking ancient and wise. It speaks. Life changes. You change. Release what no longer belongs to you. Notice what you have been carrying. old stories, old fears, old expectations, old versions of yourself. One by one, place them onto lily pads floating upon the water. Watch them drift away. No struggle, no force, only release. Consider now, what am I ready to leave behind? What transformation is asking to occur? The lily pads drift gently upon the water, carrying away what is no longer needed. And at the same time, the frog leaps gracefully from one pad to another, reminding you that transformation happens one step at a time. You need not know every step ahead, only the next one. The frog offers one final leap toward the shoreline. You follow, leaving the pond behind. Notice the landscape beginning to change. The ground beneath your feet becomes firmer. The path gradually rises. With each step, you feel lighter, more aligned with who you truly are. The air grows crisp and clear. The path continues to rise toward higher ground. And soon you find yourself standing upon a hillside, overlooking the landscape you just traveled. And as you pause to take in the view, a powerful presence emerges from the trees ahead. Strong, steady, majestic. The elk approaches. Its presence fills the landscape. And the elk looks directly into your eyes. And the message is immediate. You are enough. The elk speaks. You already possess what you need. Trust your strength. Trust your wisdom. Trust yourself. Feel yourself standing taller, breathing deeper, rooted and powerful. Take a moment to consider, where am I stronger than I realize? Where have I already overcome challenges? Allow memories of resilience to surface. They are part of your foundation, part of your strength. The elk walks beside you for a time, lending confidence and courage. Its presence is reassuring and grounding. And with every step, You may notice your confidence growing. You remember all that you have overcome, all that you carry within you. Eventually, the hillside begins to descend, and the scent of salt fills the air. The elk pauses and looks toward the horizon. Following its gaze, you see the vast ocean stretching endlessly before you. The elk bows its head in silent acknowledgement and turns to disappear back into the forest. You continue toward the shore alone, yet you do not feel alone. The strength the elk awakened now lives within you. Waves gently roll onto the sand. You notice something glimmering among the shells scattered along the shoreline. You walk closer and discover a single oyster resting where the sea has placed it. It seems as though it has been waiting there for you. Trusting the invitation, you bend down and lift it carefully from the sand. It feels surprisingly warm. The moment it touches your hand, you feel a connection, not only to the oyster, but to every challenge, every lesson, every transformation that has shaped your own life. Holding the oyster against your heart, you listen. The oyster speaks. Welcome the obstacle. Welcome the challenge. What irritates can also transform. What hurts can also teach. Bring to mind a challenge you have faced or are facing now. Without judgment, without resistance, simply noticing. Imagine placing this challenge inside the oyster shell. The shell closes, held in wisdom, held in patience, held in grace. Time passes. The shell slowly opens. Inside is a luminous pearl. A pearl formed through perseverance, growth, understanding, and compassion. Ask yourself, what has this challenge taught me? What gift might be hidden within it? You hold the pearl close to your heart, feeling its wisdom, its patience, its quiet strength. Now take the pearl and place it within your heart. allowing its wisdom to become part of you. The ocean continues its endless rhythm behind you, wave after wave arriving, wave after wave retreating. You stand here for a moment in gratitude for all that life has taught you, even the lessons you never asked for, especially the lessons you never asked for. When you are ready, you turn away from the ocean and continue along your path. As the landscape softens, the salty air gives way to the scent of earth and wildflowers. The path now opens into a vast sunlit meadow, golden light stretching across the horizon. A gentle breeze moving through the flowers and the grasses. And as it moves across the field, countless white dandelion seeds lift into the air, floating effortlessly upon the wind. You watch them. Each one carries a possibility. Each one trusts the journey ahead. One seed drifts towards you and gently settles into your hands. Your attention is drawn downward and you notice a beautiful dandelion growing at your feet. It's strong, it's resilient, it's bright and persistent, thriving exactly where it has been planted, unapologetically alive. And from this humble yet extraordinary teacher comes the final wisdom of your journey. The dandelion speaks. You do not need perfect conditions to thrive. You can bloom where you are. You carry extraordinary resilience. Feel the truth of those words, remembering all that you have survived, all that you have learned, all that you have become. Noticing how the determination of the hummingbird, the gratitude of the mouse, the joy of the otter, the compassion of the heron, the transformation of the frog, the strength of the elk, the wisdom of the oyster now live within you. You are not the same person who began this journey. You have gathered their gifts of wisdom. The dandelion releases its seeds into the wind. Watch them rise, each seed carrying hope, possibility, healing, trust. Allow one seed to settle within your heart. A reminder that wherever life takes you, you can grow. You can adapt. You can bloom. You can flourish exactly where life has planted you. As those words settle deeply into your heart, the dandelion seeds continue to drift upon the breeze, dancing through the golden light, swirling gently around you, some rising high into the sky, others settling upon the earth. And as you watch their graceful movement, you begin to realize you are not alone. The meadow feels filled with quiet, loving presence. Turning your attention to the space around you, you notice that standing at the edge of the field is the hummingbird, radiant and full of life. Nearby, the mouse watches peacefully from the grasses. Otter rests contentedly beside the water's edge. Heron stands in graceful stillness. Frog waits among the reeds. Elk stands strong and steady upon the hillside. Oyster rests near the shoreline, its pearl glowing softly. And beside you, Dandelion sways gently in the breeze. One by one, the guides who have accompanied you on this journey gather around you, forming a circle of wisdom, of support, of remembrance. And as you stand among them, you realize that what they have offered were never separate from you. All those gifts live within you. Determination, gratitude, joy, compassion, transformation, strength, wisdom, and resilience. Take a long, slow breath. And as you do, the guides begin to shine with a gentle golden light, one by one, offering a final nod of acknowledgement, a silent reminder that their wisdom remains available whenever you need it. Gradually, the circle around you begins to soften and fade away. The meadow remains, and now you notice the familiar path that brought you here. The path is the same, yet you are different. With gratitude in your heart, you begin walking. The meadow gives way to the shoreline. The shoreline gives way to the hillside. The hillside leads toward the pond. The pond returns to the quiet lake. The lake becomes the flowing river, and the river winds through the meadow. The meadow opens to the sunlit trail where this journey began. And with each step, the wisdom of the journey moves deeper and deeper into yourself. The path becomes familiar, and ahead you notice a doorway, a threshold between this sacred landscape and your everyday world. You pause for a moment before crossing, placing your hand over your heart if you'd like. Feel the determination, the gratitude, the joy, the self-compassion, the transformation, the strength, the wisdom, and the resilience. Know that these gifts travel with you. They are part of you now. They always have been. When you are ready, step through the doorway. Feel yourself returning back to the room around you, returning to your breath, returning to the support beneath your body. Returning to this moment. Begin to notice the sounds around you, the temperature of the air, the gentle movement of your chest as you breathe. Taking a slow, deep breath in and exhaling. Another deep breath in and release. Returning to your natural breathing rhythm. And when you're ready, begin to move your body in whatever way feels comfortable for you. Moving your shoulders, gently wiggling your fingers, your toes. And carry the wisdom of this journey into your evening. And when the time feels right, gently open your eyes. Welcome home.